Wizzer writes self-aware code. It understands when corporate actions like splits, bonuses, or rights issues happen. Reactive GPT corrects the math instantly and keeps your portfolio aligned without you lifting a finger. Markets don't wait, Wizzer listens for you. From similar past events, it recalls what usually happens next and proposes actions with confidence and time windows. Corporate actions are just one slice. The real edge is event intelligence, similar case recall, portfolio specific impact, and action you can simulate or stage instantly. Simulate before you act, or go one tap to stage orders. And it tracks the opportunity cost of ignoring great advice. Wiser event intelligence that acts for your portfolio. Every day, markets whisper and sometimes they roar. News flow, sector shocks, exchange filings, and shifting sentiment. Wiser listens, classifies, and asks a simple question: does this matter to you? It then searches playbooks from similar past situations, earnings misses, policy changes, regulatory probes, retrieving how such events typically moved assets. From those precedents, Wiser proposes actions with rationale and tracks the opportunity cost of ignoring similar advice in the past. The toughest challenge is corporate actions during rebalances. A split, bonus, or rights issue changes the math itself. Naive code miscomputes quantities or triggers false stops. Wiser strategies, compiled with event aware intelligence, normalize prices, adjust quantities, recalc deltas, and reconcile with your back office. Think of it as a loop: detect, interpret, normalize, delta, reconcile, act. Before acting, it checks your demat records to ensure math matches reality. This isn't just automation, it's a machine that builds itself, code that adapts in real time. Rebalances measure the difference between what you hold now and what you aim to hold. At first glance, this seems straightforward: compare two baskets and compute the delta. But corporate actions such as splits, bonuses, or rights issues directly change share counts and apparent prices. Unless you adjust for them, the math goes wrong. Risk controls can misfire, exposure gets distorted, and strategies drift from their design. Consider a dual momentum strategy. We hold 100 shares of Sundaram Finance Limited at 1825 rupees. After a rebalance, the target is 500 shares. A 1 to 5 split occurs. With proper adjustment, our holdings update to 500 shares at 365 rupees, matching the target perfectly. The delta is zero, no trade needed. But a naive system misreads this. It still thinks we hold 100 shares at 1825 rupees while the market shows 365 rupees. It calculates a delta of plus 400 instead of 0, triggering an oversized buy and exposing us to 4 times unnecessary risk. Reactive GPT prevents this by normalizing both price and quantity, ensuring the rebalance math stays correct. Most systems only send alerts. Reactive GPT interprets, simulates, suggests, and self corrects when reality changes. It brings context to raw events, filtering noise into actionable insights. How it actually works: events stream in via the event bus. A GPT layer classifies and finds analogs. The portfolio impact engine simulates P&L and risk. The action policy assembles a preview delta within SCAM capital rules and compliance guardrails. This structured flow ensures decisions are capital aware and risk sensitive. Under the hood, events are embedded, clustered by similarity, and mapped to factor exposures. We simulate counterfactuals. If this action had been taken in past analogs, what was the distribution of outcomes? Impact is portfolio specific, current exposure, hedges already in place, liquidity and concentration, are all priced into the advice. Each advice comes with a rationale, confidence, and execution paths. Simulate before you act or push straight to orders. Wizzer maintains an opportunity cost ledger per holding, per advice type, so you can see the long run value of following or ignoring event driven guidance. Reactive GPT resets both current holdings and the target basket to a common event adjusted basis before computing delta. This prevents cosmetic price jumps from triggering false exits. Guardrails and reconciliation. It blocks exits caused by cosmetic changes, then confirms quantities via back office demat reconciliation. This addresses one of the most painful trader experiences: false stop loss triggers from unadjusted splits or bonuses, and the endless manual task of reconciling positions against custodian records. Instead of scrambling to fix unintended exits or double checking every ISIN, the system enforces discipline automatically. If positions don't match, it pauses the rebalance, flags ops with a clear banner, and ensures no trade is placed until reality aligns with the math, removing guesswork and panic corrections. From event to action, after normalization, the action policy composes a preview delta: buy sell amounts, rationale, expected impact, costs, confidence, and scam constraints. For traders, this is the moment of truth. Instead of facing a flood of raw alerts and manual spreadsheets, they see a structured, transparent summary. The preview delta shows why the action is needed, what effect it will have on P&L and risk, and how it fits within capital rules. This replaces guesswork and manual recalculation with a single, auditable decision point. You can click to execute immediately or allow the system to auto execute within predefined safety limits. Opportunity cost. If you ignore a suggestion, the opportunity cost ledger tracks the counterfactual: what would have happened after slippage and fees, quantifying the cost of inaction. For traders, this is crucial. Ignoring corporate action adjustments can mean missing profitable opportunities, holding excess risk, or failing to exit at the right time. The ledger transforms hindsight into data, showing exactly how much was lost or saved by choosing not to act. This gives portfolio managers and risk teams a tangible measure of discipline versus drift. Event understanding details. Under the hood, the GPT layer classifies events, writes a concise what changed, fetches historical analogs, and estimates an impact distribution and horizon with confidence bands. This removes a huge pain point for traders who are buried in raw filings and noisy alerts. Instead of parsing PDFs and trying to judge relevance manually, they see a clean summary with context, confidence, and precedent cases, which saves time and avoids misinterpretation. It joins events to live positions and strategy exposures, simulates PNL and factor tilt, and ranks them by materiality times urgency while factoring liquidity, slippage, taxes, borrow, and fees. For traders, this means no more juggling spreadsheets to estimate impact or arguing over which event matters most. The engine provides a ranked, data driven view so they can focus on the trades that move the needle, confident that all hidden costs and constraints have already been factored in. WizGPT auto builds strategies with event hooks, normalization utilities, guardrails, reconciliation, idempotent executors, and structured logging. Traders get a safe, auditable framework that adapts to events automatically, eliminating manual patches and ensuring strategies not only build themselves but also self correct with minimal human effort. Traders waste hours on manual checks, false alerts, and messy reconciliations that distort P&L and risk. Reactive GPT automates corporate actions and events, keeping portfolios accurate, capital efficient, and free from second guessing. At the end of it, Wizzer delivers self aware code, not just automation, but the machine that builds itself